All right, so you're thinking about relocating or moving to Arizona in 2022. Well, if you were like me, I was coming from a small town like Las Cruces, New Mexico, moving to Phoenix, Arizona in January of 2000. Now, with that being said, is I wish I had a video who would break down like the hottest cities or the top growing cities in Arizona, but I just couldn't find anything. So I reverted back to the yellow phone book and Google to try to figure out everything that was going on in Arizona. And with the time constraint, I don't have the time to come travel out here and the money at that time to be like, hey, I'm going to go just look at the entire city and just try to figure out where to live. And with that being said, with the new technology, especially with YouTube, I want to kind of deep dive into the hottest cities that are booming right now, where I see appreciation growth going through the roof, and where I think maybe you should consider when you're thinking about buying your first house. Maybe you live here in Arizona and you're like, hey, I think I want to move to a different part of the city, or I want to sell, or I want to invest in some real estate. And I kind of want to break down the hottest cities for you, where I know for sure, as putting my investor cap on like I always have, is where I think you should buy. Now, with that being said, let's go to the map and deep dive on these cities. And it's going to be some great information, because I know I wish I would have had this from moving from New Mexico, a small town, Las Cruces, to Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, so my name is Victor Huerta. I'm a local real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. And I want you to do me a favor, is hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified when we drop the latest video. I'm just bringing home buyer content, home seller content, investing content, and content just like this video, so you can make a sound decision when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in some real estate here in Phoenix, Arizona. So with that being said, let's deep dive right into this map. All right, so the first city I want to cover is a city down south, which is Maricopa and Casa Grande. And as you can see, this is the overall map of Phoenix on how it's laid out. This is when you come to Phoenix and you're moving or relocating to Phoenix, Arizona, whether it's now or 2022, is that you have to know that you're going to be driving everywhere. We are a commuter state. We don't have the public transportation, kind of like New York City or Chicago and those big cities, or Italy if you're coming from obviously a different country. So with that being said, is I want to bring you to Maricopa County, which is a growing city, which is down south. And one thing about Maricopa County is it's a little further out of Phoenix, Arizona. But it's still a hop, skip, and a jump in a freeway, a small freeway to get you in town. Now, a lot of people who live out here actually work for the ex-employer that I used to work for, which is Intel Corporation. And a lot of people still live out here. They actually drive to downtown Phoenix, drive to Gilbert, drive to Queen Creek, and work in the medical field, restaurant services, etc., or the casinos, because it's really close to the casino. But as you can see here, this is Maricopa County, and this is the 347. So back in the day, this used to be a one-laner, meaning a one-lane freeway. But now it is 2 lanes, meaning two lanes going north and 2 lanes going south. Now, the feedback that I have from Maricopa County is that the drive is still, it's getting a little bit worse, because more people are out there and they're purchasing real estate out there as far as single family homes, because the price per square foot is a little bit less. You can get a bigger house for less the price. But as you can see, is Maricopa County, is you drop on the 347, you come here and you finally hit the I-10 right here, which is Wild Horse Pass, which is the casino, of course. And then you hit the I-10 where you can actually head to Chandler, Arizona, heading all the way to downtown Phoenix. Another thing is a lot of people hit this 347, which turns into Queen Creek. And of course, they come down here to Intel Corporation, where Intel is building, where they have Fab 12, Fab 22, 42, 32, 56, 66, 72. They're building all kinds of stuff over there. So a lot of people have lived out there in Maricopa County and Casa Grande, to actually work at Intel Corporation. So you are going to get more square footage for your bang your buck for your house, but it is going to be a little drive. Now, one complaint I do hear about Maricopa and Casa Grande is that the smell. you get the smell of the cows because it is a farmland. So when they water, you're going to get the smell of manure. And the second complaint I get is if there's an accident on that 347, you're not going to go anywhere. Okay, you're basically going to be stuck. So you might as well just hit the U-turn, go back home, call into work and be like, hey, there's an accident on this 347. I am not going to be able to get to work, or I'm going to be very, very, very late. So those are the two complaints that I do get. And then the third complaint that I get is it's very, very far. I mean, it's going to take you about 45 minutes to an hour to get to the Arizona Cardinal Stadium. It's going to take you about 45 minutes. To the Arizona Cardinal Stadium is about an hour and 15 minutes, depending on traffic. Downtown Phoenix is about 45 minutes. Okay, so you're looking at a long drive just if you want to come see some sports. So those are like the three main objections you got to ask yourself, like, is Casa Grande and Maricopa on my list to live? Because you will be driving. And now that I think Arizona is getting overpopulated, to be honest with you, there's a lot more traffic than when I moved here in the year 2000. All right, so I'm going to deep dive into the price per square foot, and I'm only going to go back 1 year, last year to this year, and that's going to be for January of 2021 comparing to January 2022. So with that being said, let me share my screen real quick, and let's get right into this so you can see what's going on. So as you can see here, this is only single family homes. Okay, I'm not doing any kind of REO short sales, even though we have very, very minor. There's not a lot here. So these are normal single family homes. You can see here the years 2021 to 2022, and we are here in Maricopa, and these are the zip codes 85138 and 85139. Now here is the price per square foot from January of 2021, which is $139.78, and that is 155 sales. Okay, as you can see on this chart, look at this chart, all of 2021, where now we are actually at right here, January of 2022 at $185.92 per square foot, with 174 sales. Now, what's happening in Maricopa right now is you're having a lot of new construction, meaning that there's a lot of home builders going out there and building in this area because they know this is where the first-time home buyer or repeated home buyer wants to come. And I'm talking about bigger homes for less the price, because once you move into Phoenix, Arizona, Gilbert, Chandler, Mesa, Laveen, anywhere else, it gets pretty dang expensive. So with that being said, that's what the price per square foot that you're paying for right now. In February, it's $187.67 per square foot. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying, so you can compare to the other cities that I go through right now. Now, Maricopa, Casa Grande, you're gonna eat, you're gonna play there. Unless you're going to come into the city, you have some friends, you're going to get an Airbnb, stay the night, especially when you go to the Cardinal game, if you're going to go to downtown Phoenix, etc. Unless you're going to be okay driving back and forth, which of course gas prices have gone up. So you got to consider all of that when you're living in the south, the southeast, which is Casa Grande and Maricopa. So that being said, just keep that into consideration. Make sure you map it out on Google where you're going to be working and how long the time of your drive is going to be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the next city I want to cover is Laveen, Arizona. Now, Laveen, Arizona is the southwest valley of Phoenix, Arizona, and this city is just blowing up, and it is all because of a couple factors. So let's go to the map while I talk about Laveen, Arizona, so you can kind of get the heads up, and then we're going to go into price per square foot for the last 2 years, for 2021 and where we're at in 2022. All right, my friends, so here we are on the map of Phoenix, Arizona, as you can see here. So right where I'm pointing is Laveen Village. This is the South Mountain area. So we were over here in Casa Grande and Maricopa on the 347, and now we're on the other side of this mountain park preserve, which is 360,000 acres of preserve where nobody can build. Now, Laveen Village, which is Laveen, Arizona, is right here. Now, one of the major killer major things is this new freeway called the Loop 202. They actually came and they blew through this mountain to make the entire freeway wrap around so you can get into Ahwatukee, into Chandler, Arizona, over here. And then also you can just take the 202 and wrap it all the way down to Gilbert. So this has been a major game changer for people living in the Laveen and South Phoenix side, mostly Laveen, because now you can get in and out of this place, where the only way to get in and out of Laveen back in the past was through either the I-10 or the I-17, where you would have to take major roads, local roads, to come down into this town, or take the major road baseline to come all the way down here. Now with this 202, it is very easy to access Laveen, especially if you live pretty close to the freeway on both sides. Over here we have some Indian reservation over here on this side, but the new construction has just gone bonkers over here, especially right around this mountain area right here, where there's acre lots, quarter acre lots, half acre lots, and there's a lot of new construction and a lot of new builders over here just buying the land, and there's some over here on this side as well. So Laveen is just been blowing up like crazy because of this new freeway. And not only that, is when you get off of Baseline and right here on 51st Avenue, you have so much stuff being built here. I mean, there's a Harkins coming in, there's Aldi, there's Starbucks, there's the Sprouts Farmers Market, there's Michael's. All over here, there's a big plaza of just new commercial buildings, new businesses coming in, and I think it's just gonna keep on booming here in Laveen, Arizona. And with that being said, is I truly believe if you're looking to get closer to downtown Phoenix, and you need this freeway to wrap around to Chandler, Arizona, if you're working at Intel Corporation, or you're going to be coming and working in the hospitals in Gilbert or anything, or obviously if you're going to go to downtown Phoenix, the 202 just makes it a very, very easy an easier way. I wouldn't say easier way to get around, especially to the city. Okay, so I'm going to deep dive on the price per square foot in Laveen, Arizona, so you can kind of bring that to the table and compare it to Maricopa and Casa Grande on what you're going to pay over here on the Southwest Valley, bordering Avondale, Tolleson. So let's deep dive right into this map. Let me share my screen and kind of show you what's going on as far as Laveen, Arizona. Now, I just noticed this right now is this dip right here, which is kind of crazy, and I think that might be, I'm gonna have to research this. So let me research this to see what's going on. It's not gonna crash because that city is still booming like crazy. It just might be because there's not that many sales. I have to really, I'm just guessing right now. I have to deep dive, but if you look at January 2021, the price per square foot right there at the very bottom is $155.25 with 51 sales. Okay, now this is the sales price per square foot. Now, as you can see, this chart, it just went up, kept on going up like crazy. And look at the inventory. Some people were putting their houses on market and some people were not, but I mean, we still have a very, very low inventory in Arizona as far as houses for sale. But right here in January of 2022, you were gonna pay $217.23. That is with 77 sales. Okay, so $217.33 from last January was $155.20, was that 21 cents? No, $155.25. So you can see this map has gone crazy nuts, especially here in Laveen, Arizona. Now I'm gonna kind of deep dive into why we're seeing this dip at $193.40 now, but you can see you're still going to make some money whether you're purchasing now or if you purchased in the past. Like I said, we have hardly any inventory. I've tried to help some clients in Laveen. We just can't find the right house. We keep on getting overbid, and it's just crazy how massive, like the scale of what that 202 has done to Laveen, Arizona, and what kind of business it has brought in. They have, like I said, a Harkins coming in. They had a new grocery store. They had a Sprouts. They have Aldi. They got all this stuff coming in over there because it's right next to the freeway. And that 202 path was really for the diesels so they can come across and don't have to go into the city. But it's just made it very, very nice and very, very easy for residents in Laveen or people just to get to Chandler and to Gilbert as well and to the Ahwatukee side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the next city I want to break down is Surprise, Arizona. Now, Surprise, Arizona is northwest of Arizona on the map, and I will show you where exactly that is. But Surprise, Arizona has just been booming for the last 5 to 6 years, especially when they actually finished that new 303 freeway, which gives you access on the backside of Surprise, especially Sun City. So, this area has grown like mad. We have some good views there, some very, very affordable. Well, they used to be affordable homes. Right now, the affordability is kind of tough in Surprise, but man, it's just really clean city, a real nice city. And let's go to the map so I can show you exactly where Surprise is on the map, and then we'll get to the price per square foot per house for the last 2 years as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are at the map, and I'm going to show you exactly where Surprise is at. You can see here that this is Phoenix, Arizona, and we're going to come all the way, which is kind of like northwest. So the way you get to Surprise is you get the I-10. You could take the 101 and then come across to get to Surprise. You could take the 60 to get to El Mirage and Surprise. But I think the fastest way that I like to go is the 303. You head the I-10 west to the 303 and you come in through the back way of Surprise. Now, the reason why Surprise has been booming, it is a very, very clean area, some very, very nice homes, better square footage for the price. Right now, it's kind of pricey and kind of expensive just because we have low inventory. But one thing I do like about Surprise is people are going to be moving here because the new plant TSMC is moving in over here by the 303 and the I-17, if you can see right here. Now, what makes Surprise a very good location and the growth it's going to have still is because this new loop freeway 303 runs right across the TSMC plant, which is going to open up here in Arizona. So as you can see here on the 303, you can actually come all the way down and keep on coming down, and you're going to hit Surprise, Arizona, which is all right here. Okay, and there is this massive growth as far as new construction, new companies building over there by the 303, because it's just an easy access for diesels to come in and out because of that freeway, right? But one of the major factors Surprise is going to keep on blowing up and keep on booming, and the appreciation of homes are going to just continue to appreciate, is because of that new plant, the TSMC plant. Because you can get from Surprise to that new plant to TSMC roughly in 15 to 20 minutes via this freeway. There's hardly anybody on this freeway. There is more people on the 101 loop right here, more people on the 60 coming into town, more people coming down to the 101 to come to downtown Phoenix, and more people heading north and south on the I-17 to come down to Phoenix. So the loop 303 is going to be mostly, I would say, a lot of the Surprise, North Phoenix, El Mirage, Waddell traffic, people who are relocating here or moving to Arizona to work at this TSMC plant. So Surprise, it continues to rise. It's a clean area, it's a nice area, and because it's going to be located real close to the TSMC plant, it's going to continue to depreciate. Okay, folks, so let's go into the price per square foot. If you would have bought a house last year compared to 2022, what that would have looked like as far as cash money. But like I said, Surprise is a great area just because of the TSMC plant. But let's deep dive right into this right away. As you can see here, is we have nothing but normal sales. Okay, we are at Surprise, all price ranges, of course. These are your zip codes, the 85374. 85378, the 85379, 85387, and then the 85388. And we're only going to compare 2021 to 2022. Now, as you can see here in 2021 in Surprise, Arizona, you are looking at $171.23 per square foot. Now, that is an average of 273 sales. So if we come here, January of 2022, you can see we're at $226.12. So you can see the massive jump. That is almost actually close to $100 more per square foot, but you can see it's going to continue to rise and it's going to catch up. It's at $230 right now and 66 cents per square foot. So this is one reason why I am all in on the West North Valley, especially by the 303, because that freeway is going to bring in a lot of people heading to the TSMC plant. up there in North Phoenix. So one thing to consider is price per square foot from Maricopa to Casa Grande to Laveen, Arizona, now to Surprise, which is the booming cities, is just think about that price per square foot, where you're going to work, where you're going to play at. If you're thinking about moving to Arizona in 2022 or relocating to Arizona in 2022. All right, folks, so the next city I want to get into is Peoria, Arizona, which is actually on the Northwest Valley as well. And Peoria, Arizona has been blowing up for the last 7 years. I mean, this place is legit. It's the real nice area to live. A lot of people love the Peoria, Arizona, because it is close to the 101 freeway. You can jump on the I-17, head to Lake Pleasant, but there's a lot of stuff that's just really nice. They have some nice outdoor, you could say, malls out there, a lot of stores, a lot of shopping, a lot of restaurants. So let's deep dive into the map so I can show you where Peoria, Arizona is laid out as far as the map. And again, this is going to be the Northwest Valley, and it's called Peoria, Arizona. Okay, so here we are at the map of Phoenix, and you can see here downtown Phoenix is right here. So if you're looking for Peoria, Arizona, it is going to be over here close to right. Surprise is a little bit higher. Peoria, Arizona is right here. But what I like about Peoria, Arizona is it's also very, very clean, very, very nice. The newer areas, there is older neighborhoods there in Peoria, but it's a very, very, very wonderful neighborhood to live in that city. But also as you come up north here, you have actually the Peoria Sports Complex as well. Spring training football, you have one of the best parks there, so you can watch. And then you can see all these restaurants here. I mean, just look at, you have Texas Roadhouse, you have the Cheesecake Factory, Abuelo's Mexican, you have the Harkins Theater. Okay, I mean, you have In-N-Out Burger, Chick-fil-A, and then you also have just a bunch of like Trader Joe's. There's some bars, some bar taps there as well. And this place is just really, really nice area to hang out if you want to be outdoors, especially now in the summertime. There is like a splash pad and water park there for the kids, but during the wintertime you can just come and walk around. But this is just a great area, great location. Peoria, Arizona, you can see all these restaurants. I mean, just look at what you can get into here. You can spend some money over here, right? If you're gonna be going out to eat, if going out to eat is your thing, Peoria, Arizona is probably one of the places you want to live at, because you pretty much can walk anywhere and just whatever you need, it's right there in Peoria, Arizona. So of course Peoria, Arizona is right by the 101. How close is it to the new plant to TSMC? Well, you have to jump on the 101 and then head over to the I-17 up to the 303, which is right here. So it's a hop and a skip, but this 101 is a little bit more busier than the 303, but very, very nice area to live in as well. And then of course Lake Pleasant is up here, so you're a little bit closer to the lake as far as Lake Pleasant. So with that being said, you know, Peoria has been blowing up. It will continue to blow up, especially with that new TSMC plant. But with that being said, it's a very nice area to live at. I can't complain about Peoria, Arizona. So with that being said, let's deep dive into the price per square foot, so you can kind of see where that is kind of laying out for you if you're thinking about buying a house here in Peoria, Arizona. Okay, so if you're thinking about moving to Arizona in 2022 or relocating to Arizona in 2022, this is what you're gonna pay as far as price per square foot in Peoria, Arizona. Just like I've done in the other on this video, if you go back, we've done Casa Grande, Maricopa, Arizona. We've done Laveen, we've done Surprise. Now we're doing Peoria, and I just think the Northwest Valley is gonna blow up just because of that new TSMC plant. But coming back to the price per square foot in January 2021, you were paying $200.27. Now, as we moved up to now right here at the high peak of January of 2022, we're at $254.71 with 231 sales. So this is going back 1 year, and I wanted to show you that because if you actually come in to Peoria, Arizona, I want you to kind of digest like, hey, this is what I should be, this is the average, okay? So of course prices continue to go up here in Arizona. So this is the average for 1 year. So the January price is $254.71 at 231 sales. So you can kind of see, kind of get a glimpse of what you're gonna pay per square foot when you're buying a house. Now, new construction might be a little bit more pricier, just because it's taking a little bit longer to build, but those lots are selling out fast. So if you're looking for anything in the Northwest Valley, contact me, and I can give you actually a PDF document of all the new construction that's happening in the Northwest Valley, especially close to the TSMC plant. So let's take you to Chandler, Arizona. Now, Chandler, Arizona, I love Chandler, Arizona. We actually go to Chandler, Arizona all the time just to hang out, to take the kids, to go shopping, do whatever it is to do in Chandler, Arizona. And it is like the new tech city in Chandler, Arizona. I mean, we have Intel Corporation, you have Microchip, you have just all kinds of new buildings, especially on the boardwalk over there, heading close to Intel. There's just so many. There's Mr. Cooper, the big bank. There's Bank of America. There's a Wells Fargo. And I'm talking about the big buildings. And it's just being the boardwalk of Arizona right now. And it's becoming the tech city. Arizona's just becoming a tech city. So with that being said, let's put it on the map. We always want to reference Phoenix, Arizona, which is right here. So Chandler is actually on the east side of Arizona. I would say southeast, but more East Valley. And Chandler, Arizona has just been blowing up like crazy. And one of the main reasons why Chandler is getting so pricey and so expensive is because of Intel Corporation. This Intel site right now is they are building so many factories here. I mean, you got Fab 12, you got Fab 22, you got 32, you got 42. Then you got, I think it's 52 and 56, 2 other new factories coming out. So this has just blown up the Chandler Ocotillo side. But Chandler, you have the Chandler Mall, you have the regional medical centers and medical centers as well right there. But Chandler, you're going to work, play, and eat there as well. There's a lot of restaurants, and you have obviously you have older, right, neighborhoods, and you have the newer neighborhoods. And then Chandler, Arizona is pretty easy to get to. Is if you live in Chandler, you just take the 202 and then you can get the I-10 to head to downtown Phoenix. You can also take the 101 and get the 60 if you're going to head to Mesa, or you can take you could take this 101 to head all the way to Scottsdale, Arizona as well. So with that being said, is Chandler is just ridiculous. If we look at the prices on Chandler, Arizona, it is just crazy. I mean, these prices in Chandler, Arizona, the price per square foot, they just keep on climbing. And if you bought in Chandler back in the day, right now you're going to pay a penny just to get in. I think the lowest price house that I can find in Chandler, Arizona, which is really not up to date, is about $550,000. So if you look at here, we're doing the same thing. Okay, you're just going back 1 year. This is Chandler, Arizona. These are normal sales, normal single family homes. In January of 2021, you were going to pay $209.89 per square foot. So just multiply that dollar amount times the square foot of house that you want to buy. That was back in 2021. Now we look at 2022. In January, you're at $270.94. So as you can see, it just continues to grow. And if I build this graph out more, you'll see, you will probably get disgusted and be like, I should have bought a long time ago in Chandler. Well, of course, you know, we regret the decisions we make in the past, but now we can actually make the decisions in the future that'll benefit us in the future. So with that being said, this is the price per square foot right now, and Chandler, Arizona is just taking off, and it will continue to take off, and prices will continue to increase in this area. So another thing I want to mention about Chandler is they have this thing called downtown Chandler, Arizona, where you're actually you park there, you can walk around. They have all these restaurants, they have all these bars. You can have a great time. I mean, just look at the stuff that you can get into here. This is everything in downtown Chandler. They made it kind of like a little party city, people to hang out. And I could, you know, as myself, we've been there a couple of times, me and my wife, when we hire our babysitter, and it's a great time to hang out. Sometimes there's a younger crowd there, but man, it's enjoyable just to go out there for dinner, have a brewski, you know, have a little drink, and meet with some friends. But this is exactly what you're looking for as far as downtown Chandler. It's got its own little party city where you don't have to travel all the way to Scottsdale, and you could just come in your own backyard. If you live in Chandler, you're probably going to work, play, and eat in Chandler, and there's a lot of great stuff happening over there in Chandler, Arizona. This is actually all built out already, so when you come down, you're going to have a good time. I mean, you're not going to run out of options on where to eat, or if you want to have that cold one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's head to Gilbert, Arizona, which is another town. This is on the east side of Phoenix, Arizona, where it kind of wraps around in between the 60 and the new Loop 202 that wraps around Arizona, and it kind of heads a little bit south as well. So with that being said, let's jump to the map and get right into Gilbert, Arizona. Right now we are in Phoenix, Arizona, referencing for this video. I'm located in Tempe, Arizona, but this is Phoenix, Arizona. As you can see here, this is actually Gilbert, Arizona. Now you can see Gilbert kind of wraps really close. This is baseline, and it heads south, and it comes down close to over here to Queen Creek and Chandler, Arizona. But Gilbert has done an amazing job. It's its own town, has its own taxes, etc. But Gilbert is obviously another great town to live close to Chandler, Arizona, and the reason why is a lot of people work in the semiconductor industry here in Phoenix, Arizona. So with that being said, is a lot of people work at the Intel Corporation plant. Okay, a lot of people work at Microchip. A lot of people work at Motorola. So there's just a lot of things in Chandler here. And as you can see here, off this Loop 202 is, let me find it here. They have the Sam's Club, they have the Walmart Super Center, and all this stuff too. They have the Costco. So right off the 202, you can get a lot of your shopping done. They also just built they have this Discovery Park, which is nice for the dog park, for you to walk around and do your stuff. But they also just built this big, where did it go? They've also built a Top Golf here right off the 202 where a lot of people come and hang out. They have the main event in Gilbert. So once again, Gilbert has its own thing, and they also have their own little bar. Check this out. Downtown Gilbert. Let me see. So downtown Gilbert, they made their own city just like Chandler did, and you can come here, you can walk down here at downtown Gilbert, and you have a bunch of restaurants and some tap bars where you can come hang out and have a cold one as well. You pretty much you park in the back, you walk down the city, and it's a very nice area as well to come just hang out. This is the way it looks as far as satellite view, and you can see here, it's just you park back here and you can come in and eat. The Snooze, I mean, that's one of our favorite restaurants. The Snooze AM Eatery is a great place. We go to Chandler to eat at this restaurant, but they have it in Gilbert. But a lot of people rave about this little downtown area, and they built it well. A cool place to hang out, meet some friends, take your friends out, especially when you live in Gilbert, Arizona. And it's just a nice area to live in, as you can see here with the satellite. But like I said, it's really close to everything, not too far from downtown Phoenix, not too far from the Cardinal Stadium. It's a little bit more dry, but it's a really good place to live, good school districts. You're going to get shopping done. You're going to play there. You're going to work there. A lot of people work in the tech industry here in Phoenix or in the boardwalk close to Chandler, Arizona, so you can get anywhere in and out using the 60 and using the new Loop 202. So let's deep dive on the price per square foot for Gilbert, Arizona. I think it's very important. So if you look at Gilbert, Arizona, if you bought a house, if you're thinking about buying a house in January of 2021, if you're thinking about moving here to Arizona in 2022 or relocating in 2002 to Arizona, you're not going to be paying the $206.98, because now we are actually at $266.09 per square foot if you're thinking about moving to Arizona or relocating to Arizona. So that's where we're at right now. We're actually it's gone up. It's at $272.70 per square foot. Now Gilbert, when you come down further south, you're gonna see a lot of new construction heading down further south. And what I mean by that is, let me change this back to layers, is when you're down here in Gilbert, which kind of wraps down here on the south, the south side, south over here, down here on the bottom, there's a lot of new construction. Now, the only thing that's happening down here is you have to take a drive to get on this 202 to get where you want. So that's one of the major complaints. Okay, there's the back roads, all the stop signs, all the lights you got to take, right? And then of course you have the Santan Valley, which is blowing up here, which they're building this whole like new freeway that's going to come up, and then there's going to be one that's going to hit diagonal to the 202. It's just going to take some time. So if you're down here in the south part of Gilbert, it's just going to take some time, and obviously it's getting a little overpopulated, so a lot of people are complaining about the traffic down there as well. But again, it's Arizona. People are flocking here. People are relocating to Arizona from Washington, California, Chicago, and people are moving to Arizona from these states because they just want to get out of the cold. So that's one thing just to keep in mind, is just the price per square foot of what you could have bought when moving or relocating to Arizona from last year to this year. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the last city I want to break down, and I'm super excited about this one, is North Phoenix. I do not live in North Phoenix. I actually live in the South Mountain corridor, close to Laveen, in that area. But this city is just going to blow up. If you think about what Intel has done to Chandler, Gilbert, Queen Creek, and Ocotillo, I feel that TSMC is going to do the same thing to the north side of Phoenix, Arizona. And it's just going to be crazy growth. If you have not seen that video, I clicked the link here of how TSMC looks and feels like if you're thinking about buying something, or if you're relocating to Arizona to work for TSMC, or moving to Arizona to work for TSMC, you definitely want to check out this video right up here. But first, before you leave, let's kind of deep dive on why I'm really digging TSMC and the North Phoenix area, because like I've broken down these cities for you from probably like the East Valley to the West Valley to the Northwest and to the South. Is all up here is the North, you could say the North Phoenix area, and there's really nothing out here. There's one shopping center, a couple of grocery stores, so there's going to be a lot of new construction going on over here, especially now that TSMC plant is right here off the 303. But all right here is really close to this Lake Pleasant, and I feel that over here towards New River and Anthem, it's going to grow as well for people coming down here. Now you're a little bit further north. It's not as cooler as some people would say it is. It's still kind of hot, but you're really close to this Lake Pleasant and closer to get to Flagstaff and to Sedona, etc. But North Phoenix is probably one of the hottest cities I feel that's going to happen here. That's going to blow up the north side of Arizona just because of that new plant. When you have a major company coming in and putting billions of dollars into their plant, it's going to provide U.S. local microchips for all the technology here in the United States. Well, a lot of people are going to move here and flock in here. And right now we're seeing some TSMC, I guess from corporate, buying homes for cash to house their employees. As a relocation stuff. So if you're thinking about relocating to North Phoenix or moving to the North Phoenix side, give me a shout out. I have some new construction that's going on over there as well. I know some sites. We can get you into something really, really fast as well in the north side of Phoenix. And I think it's very important for you guys to get into the north side of Phoenix right now, because the price of square foot is gonna go up, and I want to get into the north side of Phoenix, and prices are kind of high right now, but they're going to get higher just like Intel did. Just think about what Intel did to the Ocotillo, the Chandler, and the Gilbert. It's going to happen over here as well. So in 2021, in North Phoenix, you were paying $207.37. And just look at this chart, okay? January of 2022, you're at $266.86 a square foot. But look at how much it jumped. It's jumped to $287.84. And that is because the word is out there. It's out in the public that North Phoenix is going to blow up, just like my background here. You have the TSMC plant coming in here. They're putting over $10 billion into that plant, and just to be on that north side, it's going to be new technology. It's going to be cleaner, and we're in a new year, new era in 2022. So they're bringing all that stuff over here as well. So with that being said, North Phoenix is going to be the game changer. So if you're going to be relocating to Arizona to work at TSMC plant, or if you're going to be moving to Arizona in 2022, I hope you enjoyed this video with all the cities on. These are like the hottest cities that are happening right now in Arizona. Well, my friends, that concludes today's video. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Now, if you need any help when you're moving to Arizona in 2022 or the future, or relocating to Arizona in 2022 in the future, all my information is below and on the screen. We hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you do us a favor, if you click that subscribe button and that bell to get notified once we drop the latest video, you get notified whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in some real estate. Well, Victor's here and we have your back, and we'll do most definitely to show you around the city, give you the best areas where I think you should buy, or you already know where to buy, you just need to get over here, you need to look at some homes, etc. We got your back when you're moving or relocating to Phoenix, Arizona. If you have any questions, email me at victor@freeagentproperties.com. freeagentproperties.com. Again, that email address is victor@freeagentproperties.com, where we release new videos each week on home buyer tips, home seller tips, the Phoenix housing market updates, so you can be mindful when you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. We will talk to you soon.